pushing the liquid through the little mesh. Speaking of mesh and vibrating mesh technology, I do have an example of one, I just don't have that one. Let's put some sodium in this. Did I do this on this one? So, you just have to imagine a little bit that the aerosol is going to be, well, you can compare. See that little silver disc circle? Mm-hmm. See the same thing right here? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the aerosol is going to be made right here. In fact, I'll turn it on. You can see where that's coming out. Let me turn it this way. Did you see the little circle there, the silver disc where it's coming out of? It would be coming out of here, just like that, the little silver disc. That's the mesh. You can't even see the holes, right? But that's actually a little silver disc that has little bitty micro holes. So I can't put this inline on a vent patient or someone who's getting BiPAP or CPAP. So this is a separate device. Yeah, that's the picture. So that it applies the energy here.
Is there a
see, there's a little
mouthpiece or something that goes on there?
right here. So here, I'll show you.
I think there is. Yeah.
So you would put this in line, like so. Right, I don't have the right adapters on this circuit. And so the aerosol would be, put it actually up like this. So the aerosol is going to be generated here in line. Because you can't put that in line. But this is specifically designed to give a treatment in line. Alright? Now this can actually be tweaked so that you can do like a mouthpiece treatment on this one. That's kind of what makes this one different. This one's strictly handheld, basically home use, vibrating mesh technology. Like I said, when these first came out, they were like $600. This little doodad. Now I think they're like $175 or somewhere there.
See, that one doesn't produce as much as that other one did.
No, as far as output,
Yeah.
it doesn't. However, so this is constant output, right? The size, the uniform size of this is like perfect.
So it's just meant
The
to go
variance
further
is
down.
very small. So if I was taking this med, first of all, there's no waste of medication with a vibrating mesh technology. Almost all of it's aerosolized or nebulized. And same thing with a ultrasonic. That's the great thing about those two different aerosol generators, that they use and can aerosolize all of the medication. So if I'm using this, I don't need all this liquid. I can use like half a cc. I don't need 3 cc's to make this thing work because it's all going to be nebulized. Also, I can control it too if I wanted to. I could teach them, first of all, put this little adapter on it, might make sense. Mouthpiece. And I can just go, all right, tilt it towards you a little bit. And when you breathe in, right before you breathe in, hold the button down. Slow, deep breath in. Hold your breath, let go of the button. 10 seconds preferred, right? Okay. And now you just breathe normal for a while. And then when you're ready for another deep breath, push the button down. You see what I'm talking about? No waste.
Okay.
So if you got somebody that really knows what they're doing, you get this knockout 5 cc's pretty quick, and all of it is going into their lungs. There is no waste. Push and hold. Now, if you just want to turn it on and have it, same directions like a kid, probably, you just leave it constant output. And just push the button once and it goes. Pretty cool.
That is cool.
So that's where they got the idea for electric cigarettes.
I was just saying, I don't think
You know what?
this
I think they use some type of heating element because there's oil involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh,
oil
Lord,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's what powers it right there. 2 AA batteries.
So easy cheesy.
It does have an adapter, which I don't remember where the heck it is, where this can there's this piece that can snap on. Oh, my fault. Now I gotta look to see. Alright, this goes up. And that goes down. But you can snap on an adapter base on this, which then has like an AC. There you go. Yeah. And then you can plug it in. Then you see adapter to the wall. It really doesn't eat batteries these batteries last a while. So some devices, like, oh my gosh, I just stuck in new batteries. But this one doesn't seem to do that. So vibrating mesh technology, small volume neb, right? Because you're still talking about maybe 10 cc's that you could stick in there or less. Now, one little tidbit about this that I'd have to tell them is that for that liquid to get pushed through the cone, through the mesh from that cone action, let's just do this for a minute. I don't know how long. I think it lasts probably about 15, 20 seconds. Should have counted. Anybody counting?
Huh.
Isabel, you were supposed to count. I lied. That's got to be
Pretty sure that's longer.
more than I thought. It's mesmerizing, right? It's like a campfire. You just stare.
It's been months and seconds already.
It has.
There it goes. Now it's starting to sputter a little. You can't hear a sputter. You can just see
It's,
it's not generating quite as much. Won't you stop? Must have had a bunch on top of this. Or have enough liquid that it's aspirating. Anyway, it must be aspirating pretty good or drawing it in. Anyway, it'll stop, and you'll see not a bunch, but a little bit of liquid left, and then you got to tell them, "Oh, just tilt it," because they're supposed to be tilting it towards them anyway. If you'll tilt it towards you, it'll get the rest of the meds. So. Anyway, vibrating mesh technology. And here's your picture. That's why I got that with that. Also vibrating mesh technology. Just missing the actual PowerPoint. I don't even want to know how I got that. Okay. Handheld nabs, maybe powered at home with a air compressor. So just standard constant output. You could possibly stick a breath enhanced one. I don't know if this would generate enough flow to do the dosimetric. That'd be an interesting test here. But this is designed, where you can put all your little pieces in there and shut it up and take it with you. Fairly compact. Here's another version, except it's just the compressor part right here, right? It doesn't have a nifty little compartment to hold your stuff in, but it's a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller in size. This puppy right here is actually a handheld ultrasonic small volume neb. So there's the little plate, the little disc that's going to vibrate. Now what you would have is you'd fill this up to water up to this level, and then you'd have a little thing that fits in here. It's like a little cone, that you would squirt the medicine in the cone, and the sound waves would go through the water, hit that cone, go through the cone, and cause the vibration and aerosol being produced. But this is like, I mean, you can probably tell, this is like 70s. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this was it. I mean, this was your compact, treat your asthma. You gotta have electricity, but you're good to go as long as you don't drop this thing right here. It all fits in this little thing. So it's as compact as what we have, in the aughts as far as the size and stuff. The fragile part was the part that knocked it down. All right, we got a couple different pieces here. What do these look like? It's gotta use electricity, right? Here's another one. These are heaters.
Oh.
So if you need to heat a large volume neb, you gotta find a way to heat it. Let's see what we got over here.